You are the air I breathe. You are my everything. Baby, come and follow me. Baby, follow me till the...
Guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel, finally. I haven't filmed since April. I asked you guys on TikTok, Snapchat, every social media that I have, to send me questions about my life, like life updates. So that's what we're doing today. We're answering those questions. I've been wanting to film this because I asked the question about a week ago, but I injured my ankle and I was on crutches for a while and I wasn't really like getting ready and I didn't want to look disgusting on here because I still know how to work my camera. We're still using my phone, so therefore I wrote all your guys' questions down on paper. So why don't we just get right into the video? So the first question was actually a huge question among all my platforms. It was about my mental health and where I am with my mental health. Basically, I felt that I was in a really bad place for a while, but I have been working on myself for the past few months, and honestly, I have never felt as good. Obviously, my problems have not gone away, but I feel like I'm finally figuring out who I am, which is weird because I've never really had a problem with knowing who I was. I've always known exactly who I am, but I definitely did there for a while, and I feel like I'm back to me, and I feel like I'm a stronger me because I did take time to myself. So this was a huge question from like people I go to school with because I just don't really post about it anymore. Was my relationship status. A lot of you like wondered where I was at because I was talking to someone for a while and you guys wanted to know if I was dating, if I was single, if we were still in the talking stage. I am single. I'm not talking to anybody. I am focusing on me and me only. I don't really want to date after this last one. To me, I really hoped that this was a good one, that I finally found one, but unfortunately, because of my mental health, I pushed that person away and I got better. So, I mean, maybe it was meant to be this way, but I'm single and I'm not really ready to mingle. So, I'm definitely going to be staying single for a while. I've talked a lot about my future to people, and that was a huge question with some of you. You guys wanted to know. So, I am planning on going to Georgia Southern after I complete 2 years at our community college here in Ohio, which is Sinclair. I haven't applied. I have been told by like 3 of my counselors to wait until my second year of Sinclair, and I'm also doing some research to see if my credits from Sinclair will even transfer because that is the one school that I really want to go to. If they don't transfer, I will be going straight to Georgia after I graduate. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I'll be majoring in athletic training and minoring in education. So basically when I get married, start a family, athletic training has a really, really hard schedule, and I feel like if I want to spend the time with my kids that I want to teach athletic training. So a big question was how quarantine has changed me. I feel like it's made me a stronger person. It's made me appreciate the little things like school, going to the mall, going shopping, going out to eat, like going places, seeing family. It's made me appreciate that more. I didn't get to see my niece for a really long time, which really hurt. I was able to see my grandmother, but I'd always have to quarantine for like 2 weeks before I did. It just made me appreciate that. It definitely gave me time to work on myself and my mental health, and I think quarantine has had a lot to do with my mental health. Downsides and the upsides, it had a lot to do with both, and I think this whole thing has just made me stronger, although I want it to be over. So what is one thing that I would like to change about myself? A huge thing with me is I kind of wish, and this is gonna come out bad, but let me explain. I wish I didn't care as much. Like, and it's not like I wish I had no care in the world, cold heart, nothing. Like, sometimes caring too much gets my feelings like in trouble. So I wish sometimes like I didn't like care about somebody as much. So then like, you know, if like they're toxic and I still care about them, like I would just like, if I didn't care, I would be able to just be like, okay, well, this is toxic for me, so bye. So sometimes I just wish I didn't have that big of a heart. So I post a lot about Starbucks just because I love Starbucks completely. If I don't have caffeine one day, like I have such bad migraines. But a lot of you asked about my Starbucks drink, and it is whichever size you want. I usually, if I'm like broke, I get a grande. If I'm not, then I get a venti. It's an iced vanilla coffee with almond milk and sugar and a pump of peppermint. It's really good, and it has that like Christmassy vibe all year round, and it's really good, and I love Christmas. So a lot of you see me post about this just because I'm winning it. No Simp September. So some questions were, what were my standings on No Simp September? I'm winning. I mean, except for simping over an imaginary character in a movie, which is Draco Malfoy. I'm still winning because he's imaginary. It doesn't count, right? I think. Anyway, but I'm winning. I'm going to win. All my friends have lost because most of them have boyfriends. But I am definitely winning, and I plan on winning No Simp September. Some of you asked videos coming up. What are some videos ideas that I have? I'm actually going to be filming again here very soon, hopefully. It's actually going to be really funny. I'm quite excited for it. And then I don't know after that. I may be going to Georgia soon. Maybe I'll vlog that. You guys can let me know what kind of videos you want to see. It's up to you guys. I mean, I want to know what you guys want to see. What does my daily life look like? Well, during the week, it's wake up at about 9-ish and get ready, eat, and get all my stuff ready for school. And then do school till about 3:15, and then 3 days a week I go to basketball right after school. Lately I've been going, but I haven't been able to do anything because of my ankle. Other than that, it's just kind of like hanging out with people. I need a job. I've applied to like 4 places, and because of my basketball schedule, they won't accept me. So Bath and Body Works, B-Dubs, and Kohl's, if you're watching this, please accept me. Like, I need a job. You guys wanted ideas for like YouTubers to watch, so you guys asked me like what YouTuber I watch like religiously. And a lot of you, I don't think you guys would watch it, maybe girls. But one YouTuber I watch like all the time is Savannah Brimer. I found her like I think a year ago, and she is the most relatable YouTuber I've ever met. She does story times, playlist videos. She actually gave me the idea to do the true crime series on here. She does those, and she has a podcast on Spotify called Killer Instinct. And I listen to those, and they're all like the true crime stuff, and that's where I kind of got my idea from. Obviously, I haven't done it yet. I feel like once I figure out how to make my videos longer, then I definitely will. I'm kind of like entangling 2 questions into one, because there were a lot of questions about my true crime stuff. I think once I get my camera going and I figure out how to make my videos longer, because 15-minute videos, that doesn't, I need more time than that to get all the information in. So definitely I'm gonna check on that. But you guys should go check her out. She's really great. So I'm gonna like look at it so I can like get the whole question in. So this was only asked by one person, which I'm gonna answer that for that one person. Have you ever tried to be friends with an ex? Because I'm trying right now and it's not really working. Basically, I have tried to be friends with exes, and it kind of depends. Like, I'm friends with the exes that, you know, don't really count, like those middle school relationships, or, you know, the ones that have lasted like a month or 2 months or whatever, like, you know, like those type of exes. But I was never able, I'm still not able to be friends with those 2 serious relationships that I've had, because they lasted so long and we both cared about each other so much. I definitely loved them both, but because of that, like, we can't be friends. And if you date somebody for 3 years, it's gonna be super hard to be friends with them. I know me and one of my exes have tried to be friends multiple times, and we always ended up getting back together. So I think we both kind of just decided it was better to just completely just block each other out of our lives, because we're not going to be able to be friends. It's just not going to work out. And that's not because we like don't like each other. It's just because, or don't like respect each other. It's just because like we had those really strong feelings for each other, and it's like those don't just go away instantly. So I think it's hard to be friends with an ex. It depends on what your situation is. If you're with somebody for a really long time and you really loved them and it was great, I don't think it's easy to be friends with that person, and I don't think you should try. But I mean, this depends on your situation. I can't really give you much advice when I don't know the situation, but I do hope you figure it out based on my story. Where are you with life right now, and how are you looking at it? Like, looking at life, I'm pretty good with life right now. During this quarantine, it's changed me the most because when I was younger, I went to church all the time, every Sunday, and then my mom remarried, and being in a family that doesn't believe in the same things you do is really hard, so we stopped going, and I really lost that connection with God. But during this whole quarantine, I have definitely reconnected myself with him, and I'm putting my life, my path in the hands of my creator. So I feel like whatever happens to me, whatever happens in life is just my path. And every challenge thrown at me, it's to see how strong I am, and I feel like I'm pretty damn strong. So say hi to... Okay. Anyway. I feel like I'm doing pretty well. I'm pretty happy right now. I'm about to be 18, so that's really great. I'm about to be an adult, which is terrifying. I'm happy. I'm looking at it as, you know, this is my path. Whatever's thrown on my path is where I need to go in life. So that's how I'm looking at it. So a lot of you wanted love advice, and I'm pretty sure I gave advice on my last video about this when I did like makeup and answered a bunch of questions. But I'll give you some now because it's definitely changed in my point of view. I don't know how to say this, but like I can't really give you advice on love at this point, because at this point I don't really believe in love. You know, I know I'll find it one day, but I don't want to look for it. Like, I don't want to search. I just want it to come to me and run its course. Right now I don't want to find anybody to love. I don't feel like I need anybody to love except for me and my family and my friends. Like, you know, the word love actually like terrifies me. The thought of commitment at the moment with me makes me want to vomit. I don't know, like, I've been burned so many times. I think at this point it's like, what's the point? You know, especially now, if I'm going to be going to Georgia, what's the point? And that was the whole reason why me and my ex broke up. You know, he wanted to stay here and I wanted to leave, and, you know, we couldn't compromise. So I feel like I don't want to date right now. It's not in the cards for me right now. But some advice that I give you is, if you want to fall in love, if you want to find somebody that will show you that feeling, show you that, you know, commitment, the feeling, you know, that you get every time they walk into a room. Okay, every time like they look at you and you get those butterflies, like, if you want that feeling, you gotta go for it. You gotta get it and go for it. You can't wait. You know you want it, you go get it. Because I have learned too many times that at some point they're not gonna want to wait, or they're not gonna want to stay. You know, like, you need to just go get it and fight as hard as you can for it. Because if you don't, they'll be gone and it'll be too late. So if you want to fall in love, if you have already fallen in love with somebody that you're talking to, or you just like somebody like a lot, and you want to know them, and you want to date them, and you want to talk to them, do it. Life is too damn short not to. If you're not ready for commitment, you shouldn't have even started it. If you feel you're not ready for commitment, but you still are completely involved with this person, you need to do it before it's too late. Because when it's too late, it's too damn late. But if you're where I'm at, and, you know, have been burned so many times that you're just done falling in love, focus on yourself. Just love yourself. That's all you need. That's really it. I mean, but if you're kind of like in between, like you like somebody, but you also don't want to like anybody, and you just, you know, then you need to figure stuff out, because I can't help you figure that out. Just make sure nobody gets hurt in between. You know, like, don't go for somebody if you know you're not ready. I don't know. I don't really know. I guess that's the best advice I can give you guys. That is the end of the video, but I will definitely be filming here very, very soon. I'm hoping, so watch out for those. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys very soon.